Ethan had mastered the art of avoidance. While Samuel rose before dawn to chop firewood with arthritic hands, Ethan would stay in bed. Tomorrow, he'd say when asked for help. Later, he'd promise. Samuel simply sighed and did the work himself. The roof had been leaking for 3 winters. One October afternoon, when a storm was gathering, Samuel climbed up with shingles and rope. He had waited long enough for help, but it wasn't coming. Ethan was inside, half asleep, when he heard it. Branches snapping, then a heavy thud that shook the earth. He found his father crumpled in the mud. Rain beginning to fall. Samuel's leg was broken. The pain had stolen his voice. "Dad!" Ethan's hands shook. They had no horse, no cot. He made a crude stretcher from branches and a blanket and dragged his father down the mountain path as the storm broke overhead. It took all night. His shoulders screamed. His hands blistered and bled. By dawn, when they reached the doctor's house, something had shifted inside Ethan's chest. Dr. Chen set the bone and wrapped it in plaster. "He'll live, but that leg won't heal right. He won't work again. Someone will need to care for him." She looked at Ethan with eyes that saw straight through to his shame. The bill was more money than Ethan had ever seen. Dr. Chen gave them credit. Payment expected weekly, without fail. At the end, Samuel reached out and gripped Ethan's wrist. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I should have waited for you." The words cut deep. His father was apologizing. His father who had carried everything alone while Ethan watched. "Rest," Ethan said. "I'll handle everything." But he had no idea how. The next day, Ethan tried finding work. Construction, tannery, mill, forge, rejected from every job. By sunset, panic clawed at his insides, and he lay awake all night. Morning came. Wandering with an empty stomach, he passed a shop. Apprentice wanted bookbinding. He'd never bound a book. But desperation makes people brave. Inside, a woman with spectacles and ink-stained fingers sat behind the counter. "What do you know about bookbinding?" "Nothing," Ethan admitted. "But I need work. My father is hurt, and I have to pay for his care." Margaret studied him. "Most people lie. You're the first in months who told the truth. Honesty is rare. I can work with honest." "I'll do anything." "Come back at dawn. Bring patience and leave your pride at the door." That evening, Samuel smiled when Ethan told him. "Books. Your mother loved books. She would have liked this." Ethan remembered only his mother's voice, reading by candlelight. "I'll make you proud," he said quietly. Samuel squeezed his hand. Margaret taught him the craft. His first attempts were disasters, but she persisted. "You're learning." He fell into rhythm. Work, care for Samuel, sleep. Exhausting but not empty. One evening she handed him extra payment. A merchant wants wedding journals for his daughter. Fine work. A month's job. It'll pay enough to cover your debts and give you a fresh start. Ethan's hands trembled. I won't let you down. I know. You're not the same person who walked in desperate. You became reliable. Someone who shows up. That night, Samuel cried. I was wrong to let you avoid responsibility. I thought I was being kind. Instead, I let you drift. You gave me something more important, Ethan replied. You showed me what it looks like to carry weight without complaint. When I dragged you down that mountain, when I thought I might lose you, that's when I finally understood. You'd been carrying me my whole life. Samuel smiled through tears. And now you're carrying both of us. That's what family means. Ethan completed the journals ahead of schedule. The merchant examined them. Exceptional work. The payment settled every debt, with money left over. Enough to go home, repair the roof, start fresh. Margaret met them outside the bindery. Thank you, Ethan said, for taking a chance on me. You earned everything. Remember, skill isn't magic. It's showing up when it's hard. Samuel pulled his son aside. You know what the real gift is. Not that you learned a trade. Not that you paid bills. He paused. The gift is discovering who you are when everything depends on you. Most men go their whole lives without knowing. You're 23 and you already know your own strength.